the American people stand firm in the faith which has inspired this nation from the beginning. We believe that all men have a right to equal justice under law and equal opportunity to share in the common good. We believe that all men have the right to freedom of thought and expression. We believe that all men are created equal because they are created in the image of God. From this faith, we will not be moved.
Hello, God bless America, and welcome to the Freedom of Thought podcast. I'm your host, Paladino Joey, or Joey Awajan. Freedom of Thought is available on all your favorite podcasting apps, and of course on Anchor and all of that. Thank you for downloading and listening to this show. It is a great pleasure to be back on board with you once again today. I'm actually outside Golden Valley area, Duluth Street Park, you can call it. Just admiring the fact that people enjoy winter rather than complaining about the cold and all that. I can't believe how many people are here skating around on the figure skating rink, the hockey rink, shooting pucks around. It's just a nice sight. It's really nice and enjoyable thing to see. So just a perspective for people out there that complain about the cold all the time in winter. And yeah, the conditions are definitely better than, let's say 10 days ago or so when it was bitter cold and wind chills in the below zeros and all that, or even the temperature was below zero, or wind chills dipping to like 30 below or something. But yeah, see, I'm out here on purpose, so hopefully you can hear the skating and the little crack of the sticks around and a little clicking and tapping of the sticks. It's just a very enjoyable thing. So I figure just kind of give you the vibe as I'm walking around out here in the, it's not the warmest day in the world. It's 25, but again, it's just nice to see people sledding down the steep little hill, skating, walking around, enjoying winter, because heck, as short as spring is, the beautiful time with the lilacs and the flowers budding on the trees and all that just looks unbelievable, right? Like pink and blue and purple and white and yellow everywhere. It's awesome, right? And then you get the summer, the swimming season that only lasts so long before you know it. It's like you get to early June, you get to get in the lakes and swim and enjoy it. And then before you know it, it's mid to late August and the season starts wrapping up before you know it. And then it's September, Memorial weekend, and all the pools are closed. Fall, maybe you enjoy the fall colors and all that. The peak fall season, the maple trees and all that, because they're the most colorful, you can argue. But then everybody's like, oh gosh, winter sucks, it's the worst there is. Well, take a look at this, go to a park on a reasonably nice day that's still, well below freezing, like 24, 25 degrees. If it's a nice lively neighborhood, you get to hear people skating around, shooting the puck, and obviously playing hockey, pickup hockey, or just shooting around, as they say, like basketball, floating down, all that. Because this also is something you can only enjoy for a short amount of time. Right around like Christmas season, it's finally cold enough to have ice on the rink and all that. The outdoor rinks and the little figure skating rink in the park and all that. Because before you know it, it's mid to late February. The sun is a little too strong, and then the rinks get all kind of bubbly and such because the sunlight hits it. Even if it's below freezing, the stronger sunlight hits it. Like you could argue it's more sunny that time of year, and obviously there's more sunlight because this section of the earth is getting a little closer to the sun with the way the earth orbits and the tilt. Sounds like a goal was scored, interestingly. But it's just, again, it's short. It's a short season here too. Just like swimming is short, just like the lilac and the blooming season, and just like the peak fall colors. So it's just putting into perspective to enjoy the season, no matter what season it is. If you're fortunate enough to live in a climate like Minnesota, as much as I don't like the politics here at all, and I'm sure like 75% of the people here are cobalt blue politically, if you know what that means by now. But at the same time, at least you get the 4 seasons, and it's like legit. It's not like a winter where, it gets below freezing sometimes. We get some snow, but it's usually about 35, 36, like Seattle. So stuff like that. You get like a real winter. And you get a spring. I guess the spring is probably where we get gypped the most around here. So yeah, but we still get it. And it can be awfully beautiful at times when you're fortunate enough. Like years like 2012 and 2021 around here were two of the greatest springs I can remember, other than maybe like way back in the 80s and early 90s. We maybe had a few really good ones. But I don't know. It's just the whole point of enjoying what you have season-wise, because it's short. It's always short, and then it can make the year more enjoyable no matter what time of the year it is, for the most part. Obviously, there are the in-between stages like February, March. It's kind of in between, but there's a charm to that as well. When you think about, like, say, I don't know, it's kind of got that fresh, crisp look, like you're starting over. It's kind of like almost in a lot of ways the real New Year. In a lot of ways, it's like the real start of a new year in a lot of ways. And when you look at the way the calendar and the names of the months line up, it's almost as if March really was the original. Think about it. Think about it, like how September is like the 7th month, instead of the 9th month. October 8, Novia 9, Deci 10. Think about it. So instead of the 12th month with December, it's the 10th month, Deci, Novi, like November, like Noevi or whatever the different word would be. October 8. See, think about that again. So it's really interesting when you think about, so March in a lot of ways, the appeal to that is kind of like, it's almost like kind of like a restart. Everything's kind of starting over again as the winter ice is melting away, and then here come the cute little plants out of the ground, and it's like, I don't know, and the lakes start to melt, especially by April, at least around here. So again, we get gypped a little in spring, but it's still, March is still has a vibe for the most part, especially the later stages of it. So I don't know, even in between stages like that can be interesting. Late September, I suppose, probably not my favorite, but it's leading into fall, I guess. So there's appeal to all times of the year for the most part, and something to look forward to. So just thought I'd put that in perspective for you today, just in case, maybe you're just something to think about. So I don't know, maybe you're not happy right now with the kind of the darker season and the cold and this and that. If you live in the northern parts of North America, United States and all that. Or even maybe it's like a rainy season in California or something. I can understand, or like other parts like that, other parts of the world or other parts of the United States where it's kind of in between. Well, at least in some places you do get 4 seasons, and if you do, enjoy it. Don't complain about it. Other than, I guess, me complaining about humidity in the summer. But at least I can still swim and enjoy that part, even on a hot, humid day, for the most part, as long as I'm able to actually get to the darn lake and it's not raining all day. With that said, this is a super shorty, so thought I would just get on and another outside show, and give you a little something to think about. With that, thank you for listening, and God bless the United States of America.